What's up to all my YouTube homies out there? This is Fast Jimmy 71. I'm here to do a how-to video on how to apply decals to your models. I've been getting a couple of responses from some of you guys out there that you want to know how you add on decals. Well, I'm going to show you the easy way of doing it. There's many different ways of adding it. Well, not many different ways. There's only a couple of ways of doing it. But if you want to do it the right way, this is the way I'm going to show you. You only need a couple of tools to do the job. It's fairly easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's a piece of cake. So let me show you what you got to do here. Okay. Um, I don't know if you guys remember in one of my earlier videos, uh, this brush. This my wife gave me the idea of using a makeup brush to apply decals and to dry the water, the excess water off the sides of the decals and stuff like that. Well, this stuff really does work. This is pretty good. Um, you can get this at a Walgreens or a Walmart. Costs about $2-3 for this brush. Um, you need a pair of tweezers. Really doesn't matter what size, just as long as you got a pair of tweezers. And an X-Acto knife with a brand new blade. Has to be a brand new blade when you're going to be doing decals. Also, you have to remember this is really sharp. This right here is like the sharpness of this when it's brand new is about the sharpness of a surgical scalpel. So this really tear you up if you don't know how to mess around with this. So you got to be very careful for you beginners out there. I know for you experts out there, and you guys have been doing it for a long time, like myself. By experience, you know how bad this feels to get cut. When you get cut by one of these, it's not good. Well, and the decals. Well, the car I'm gonna use is 1940s 41 Willie. This is a spare body from the piece of shit AMT kit that I bought, and it came with the truck and the car. Well, I have the body of the AMT, so this is gonna be the guinea pig. Decals. The decals didn't come with this car. These, as a matter of fact, these decals here are from the '69 Corvair. As you can see, I didn't put the decals on them because I didn't really care for these decals. So these are the decals I'm going to use. Now you have to remember that when you buy a model, it's going to come with a decal sheet. When you're going to, before you start to put your decals on, you have to look at the car, look at the decals, make sure that the sheet isn't yellow. If the sheet is yellow, then you have a problem. That means that the model has been sitting for a very long time and it's an old model, and the decals are going to be really, really fragile, really crumbly, really fragile. Once you put them in the water and you pull them off the sheet, they're going to crack into like 50 pieces. Trust me, I know by experience, and it's not cool. But when it's a clear sheet like this shows that this is a good model. It's not old, so the sheet isn't that old. It's pretty good. Well, and also, you need water. Without water, you can't get the decals off the sheet. I use lukewarm, just a little bit hotter than lukewarm, because what that does is that it loosens up the, it heats up the adhesive that's that's on the decal, and it releases it a lot quicker than just regular cold water. To me, I think with hot water, it releases it a lot quicker. Well, I'm gonna show you how you do this. So I'm gonna put this down. Okay, put this down here. Set it up on the tripod. Sorry, Godfather. Well, this is the brush. It's got really fine hairs. Really fine hairs. So this is a good brush. Put that to the side. Now, I don't need the X-Acto knife now because I already cut whatever I needed to apply. But this is what you would need to cut your decals off your sheet. Put that back. Now, take your water. Take your decal and grab your tweezers and just dip it in the water. Dip it in the water. And what I like to do is I like to just dip it a couple of times and set it aside. And what that does is that it'll loosen up the adhesive, so it'll work a lot better. Now you take it and very gently start pulling with your thumb and your index finger and your thumb. Start pulling apart. Start sliding. And as you see how it's starting to slide. Now what you do is you put this down, take your brush, take a little water, apply it to wherever you're going to apply your decal. Make it nice and wet. Then take your model, put it down, take your decal, run it back in the water a little bit. Now what you do is you take your tweezers and very gently pull apart. Pull apart. You want to make sure that it doesn't curl up on you. Pull apart. And there. Now, very gently, very easy, lay it down. And then you tend to move it into position or to wherever you're going to put it. So right there. Say it's going to go right there. Then with your thumb, hold it down. And then you need a napkin. Regular napkin. Dab off the brush. And what you do is take your brush and start to wipe down any excess water. Hold it back down. Might move a little bit, but there. Keep dabbing. It's going to take a little bit till it sets because it's still kind of wet. What you do is keep applying very gently. Keep dabbing. Apply very gently. Very gently. Your decals. And then once you start to notice that your decal is in place and you dabbed off all the water, then you let it sit. Okay, let it sit, and you repeat that same process on the other side of the car. And then once you're done adding all your decals, then you let it dry for at least a day and make sure that it's set real good. And then you take your clear and you gloss it, let it sit for a day or whatever, buff it out, and there you go. You're set to go. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and on this how-to to add decals. If you have any questions, please email me. Let me know what you think, and I'll let you know. But in the meantime, put this down And like I say, peace. And you know it, chicken grease. Laters.